What's up, cyberspace cadets, cyber fam, and fam bots galore? That's right. It's Sunday. You know what that means. It's time for some ice cream with IRATE Prostate. Our ice cream Sunday together, where we sit back and because to me a treat is talking to somebody that I'm interested in or want to know more about, and I schedule people to come in and fulfill that treat requirement that we all have. We all desire, dude. We all deserve to be treated. Yes, I believe so. But today's guest has yet to arrive. I don't know what's going on. We thought there might have been a conflict, I think, and then we thought there wasn't. So maybe, I don't know. I'll do this for a couple minutes, and then if not, we can either turn it into a whipped cream and have some people just hang out and shoot the shit and reschedule. Right wing BDSM guy, but I'm gonna wait till a quarter after. Might just say reschedule it another day and take a holiday off. I haven't taken a Sunday off in forever, so I could use one of those today too. Because I usually take a medicine before I go to bed. It helps me sleep, right? And so I wake up at 8 o'clock this morning after having gone to sleep at about 3:45, maybe 4-ish, right? And I'm just wide awake, and I don't know why I didn't take my medicine. And then about 20 minutes ago, I'm starting to feel a sinking feeling. But hope everybody's doing good. Let's look in the chat. Always a beautiful, handsome, gorgeous chat. No one, I couldn't pay for a better chat, to be honest. Grilling Pirate Pete, Avadian, or Avadan? Adavan. Oh, Avadan. It says Avadan, not Adavan, if that's what you're trying to say. Anyway, I like your name. Bunny, my doll. She's so pretty. She's so sweet. It's Sweet Pretty Bunny. Man, I can't say what is on my mind. Retarded genius, greetings. It's we're all equal here. We all have a wrench. It's a good thing. A good thing. Sometimes having a smoother brain than usual can be an advantage. So I don't judge, man. I don't judge. Functional, great. Yeah, this faggot, right? JTR, my man, roll tide, brother. There's like a couple of weeks to go, and we actually get real fucking football, and I can't fucking wait for that shit. Maddie, hey girl, how you doing? Becca, sister, Tom of Loxley, and I'll say, well, you got one, Wrench No State. Exactly, man. It'd say Wrench No State. We're all equal in irate size because. In this scenario, I guess I would be some type of deity. Prefer to be godlike instead of a god itself. So, yeah, I would just goofing around today, catching up on listen to a little bit more James game. The music that let us in. Is a buddy of mine, is a band called the Shame Idols that did fairly good in the 90s. Those are the first two studio albums. Those songs are from those first two albums. And they really did really well, like in the Toronto area. They were pretty hot in Canada, like the whole country. They got a lot of airplay over I guess the CBC. I don't know, man. I'm not Canadian, shit. I know Canadians, and I like them. So, what can be said? All right. Yeah, it's better dead than red. You like that? That's right, Josh. That's right. I'm sporting that thing. It's a buddy of mine, the guy who's just lost his dad to the coof. He popped that on my Facebook a couple weeks ago, man. He cracking me up and shit. So. It's like, I don't know about y'all, but everybody's got those like couple of people that they've just been in contact with their whole fucking life. are people that keep coming back into your orbit, right? And I love it because there's just certain people that you know, and this weekend I think I'm going to touch base with my buddy Florida man. He doesn't do Florida man shit. He's just he was from Florida. He's no longer in Florida, but he has to stick his foot in the Gulf at least once every 2 years, or else he will die. That's just a known thing, you know. With this, so yeah, he the guy that gave me the patch, and then this other dude who's heavy into Native American shamanism and stuff. Right, these old friends, you know, it's like you can guess which one I probably did a lot of acid with. So, medicine man, many a self-reflective journey into humility, magic assistance of LSD, allergic acid diethyl. Right, am I sounding a little like what's his name, Hunter S. Thompson? I don't mean to. I am what I am. So, but I'm just sitting. I'm going to see how long I can talk by myself. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it. For an hour at least. I take a sip of my magic Diet Dr. Pepper. It's magic. It's good stuff. It helps me from being a boring person. Indeed. What we're going to do, okay, that's on the, this is the whipped cream. All right, so the whipped cream is this. Gotta get what's up and down, right? And if you feel like throwing some cash, IRATE is always grateful. Is Towels, are you here yet? Please say hey when you pop in, man. I need to thank you because you're awesome. All right, there we go. Now it's a proper whipped cream. We're gonna go ahead and change the name of the show to whipped cream, and we'll reschedule BDSM guy, right wing BDSM guy, for another show. And I don't know which whipped cream this will be. It's got to be 2. Maybe over 3. I don't know. I can't. People expect me to remember shit like that. I can't remember nothing. I mean, shit. I barely remember, where I've been. I barely remember how to operate this fucking equipment, obviously. Yeah, I just sit around talking to myself. That's really all I do anyway. I mean, I just sit around in a one-man conversation, fixing the world's problems, man. Just like anybody. I'm just a dude playing a dude, trying to be another dude. And to never go full retard. Just saying. So yeah, I now remember what I was doing, because I go here and they will tell me the last whipped cream and what number it is. That's what I'm looking for. Because I slightly have this OCD stuff, and it manifests in weird ways. Like I'm obsessed with symmetry, things being equal. Like if there's 2 sides to the room, I've got like my paintings. The paintings on the wall, art, the posters are on the wall, are like they match in size and shape and placement, so like they mirror each other, right? And that's kind of like and when it comes to like numbering things and shit, I've got a thing about that too. I have no idea why. I was probably born with a smooth broked brain, and somehow through the miracle of pharmaceuticals, I have at least unbroked it a little bit more and tried to add a couple of wrinkles to it. But I cannot find one episode of the whipped cream, the cream of the whip. Le Creamer de Whip. I do not know. What is this? Does it count as upload? I don't know. Hey, this is just this is weird. Can't be of that long. It may have been that long. Well, you know. And we're going date wise. Oh, plus last night's show, we got blocked by UFC again for the second week in a row. For some reason, UFC 201 has got a hard on for me. So it got flagged again. I got a sneaking suspicion that the bot just sees something that ain't there, and it, you know, I don't know. The background that I use maybe is like recorded over it or something. I can't think of. All right, so the last whipped cream that I can see is whipped cream 0.24, right? So this has got to be 0.25. Got to make it right. Yeah, right. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, yeah. They ask you what you're doing, and you say, well, I'm trying to act like I know what I'm doing over there. Hard. Don't know. You know what I'm saying? I said 2.9, it's 0.225. Tells you how much I could remember. And the reason I call these whipped cream is because they're whipped up, right? So it's kind of a spontaneous little deal, a little riffing session. Like I said, I'm probably gonna just do it 15 or 20 minutes. If you feel like hopping in the green room, I can yank you in and I'll shoot right wing guy. Hey, yeah, I'm a little bit. So, let's see. Well, I had it. I went. It took me so hard. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start right from the beginning and in the begin, because you can only do it once. So, whipped cream 5 is now in session with the group. Open mic night. Whoop whoop. Yeah, hop on in. Hey, boo boo. We just take. This is got old saying with the people I used to hang around with a lot. It's like when you hit a wall, turn left, and so I'm turning left. I'm just going with the flow. So and I don't have a lot to talk about. It's just like this. All right, so if we want to get like, you know, talk about the zeitgeist and politics and shit, I can do that. Obviously, there's this concerted effort to distance, to chip away at the core of President Trump's relationship with the military, and you know, because the military is generally a positive relationship, right? And so you know, that article with the Atlantic, which has got supposedly four anonymous witnesses or you know, sources on this thing, and it just infuriates me. I mean, not one of them has balls enough to say who he is, right? Because there's like so many other people that are, you know, coming out and say I was there and didn't say anything like that, right? And I saw this little CNN hit piece where they tried to like stack up all this stuff that's, some of it's stuff he did and said, like especially the John Cain shit during the you know, the election in 2016. I guess during the Republican where they're trying to narrow it down for the candidate, and when someone like Bolton, yeah, exactly, man, who is no fan of Trump whatsoever, said, man, he didn't say it, I'm inclined to buy that shit, right? But and there's all this anecdotal shit from, like there's this one lady who's said that the president couldn't remember her husband's name, and even if he, I mean, shit, you think fucking Joe Biden can't remember where he just took his shit last. I mean, for fuck's sake, maybe the dude had a difficult name. I don't know. Maybe the president was thinking of a lot of shit. Being a president's a hard job, and trying to be there in the present and be emotionally consoling when you're like he's not built for that shit. He's not built for sympathy. He's a narcissist. I mean, and most good politicians are slightly sociopathic and narcissistic. Hashtag Bill Clinton. Hit it, Jeff. Hey man, what's happening? I thought I'd come in here and just sit down, talk about a couple things, man. You know what, dude? I found something that's called Reddit, man, and there's pussy all over that thing. My God. Whoa. Man, don't even have to pay for it. It's awesome. I love this planet. Jesus. Yeah, don't tell her I'm here, please. If she calls you, tell her I'm away. I'm asleep. Tell her I'm asleep. Anyway, get away, dude. I don't know where that came from. I'm sure Uzi is laughing, because usually when he comes out, Uzi gets lucky. Or he gets fondled or accosted in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah, they do to test individualism, man. Did I do some shrooms or something? No, man. This is kind of me, just kind of ding, doing my riffing it, trying to riff, flash a little personality. I sometimes, man, I play my cards, close to my chest, but it's like, it's getting to a point of now, man, where it's like, it's kind of a shit or get off the pot moment in the history, and it's like I'm not gonna sit back and gauge my words based on other people's feelings, right? If you don't like me, fuck it. There's nothing I can do to change that, right? I'm not going to go out of my way to try to make you like me, because that's just a waste of thing. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I'm cool either way, right? It's just yeah. He's like, no, he's not on stream. He's not tonight. That's right. Yeah, because I'd be like going, oh, yeah, I wouldn't be very engaged. I tend to focus on. I don't know. I'm not sure about right-wing BDSM guy. I will get in touch with him, and we will reschedule the thing. Sometimes, man, this has happened once before, actually twice, but I knew it was the one of them was coming. But I've had another, person that didn't, and we still had to reschedule. I need to call it. I need to hit him up and get him to sit in. Functional, like, yeah, if you listen long enough, man, it's like you think, hey, man, this motherfucker is crazy. And I have to laugh at this shit. I mean, really, I mean, I've been in places, man. I've been in dark places, thinking about, putting a gun in your mouth and shit like that. But, but I was able, with help and love of other people, and just, and part of it's like a big, sticking a big fuck you to it too, man. It's like, they want me to feel that way. Those motherfuckers want me to feel down. They want me to feel that boot on the back of my neck. So, I act like a good little boy and do what they want me to. And that pisses me off even more. And it makes me want to do the exact opposite. I'm a very defiant person, if nothing else. So at least, some of y'all have gotten a picture the last couple of minutes, of what goes on inside this can when I get a chance to read or relax a little bit and read. Like, so yeah, I'm in a silly room. Man, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I woke up with 4 hours of sleep, so that probably has something to do with where I'm at, silly edge. So nobody's gonna come in the green room and let me yank them in here or nothing like that. All right. Well, we'll close it up. All right. And tomorrow, Becca and I. All right. So at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 Pacific. That's right. The one and only Becca Farley. God damn it. Say it right, man. Will be on part 3 on the Bezmenov tapes. We'll finish that one with Griffith. And there's another thing that Griffith reads. It's this book by this black dude that was a communist, and it's like his retrospect because he finally got out, and I think we're going to be looking at that. Plus, I've just found this guy named Yaffe, and he is a Russian that has come here from, he came over from Russia, and he goes and he challenges these fucking, these limousine liberal Marxists on their knowledge of dogma, and just exactly, what a communist world looks like and it is like, since the dude lived in it, right? And so he has no fucks for these people. It's really good stuff. Let's see, and also we're going to look at the wow, you want to talk about 1984 language, the Great Leap Forward, in which China murdered like 45 million people. So I believe that's the number. If I'm mistaken, I will correct myself later. I'm not like Reuters. Well, like I'll just put anything out there and then have to go back and correct it when somebody points it out to me. Oh, there's Johnny. Hey, man. What up, dude? Yeah, man. I'm just sitting here riffing. I did a solid 20 minutes. I'm very happy with that. Very happy. Yay, man. Thanks. No, well, not necessarily. I don't want to. It's not like a negative feeling thing. It's like, okay, we'll yeah, it do that, yeah. No shit. My God. Yeah, I was going to open it too. That's funny you mentioned that. It's like I was going to say, yes. Under the shroud of 2020, we emerge, and it's still on top of us. It still hangs like a malaise, heavy in the air. Oh shit! But it does make the news an interesting read, man. That's right. This clown car goes to 11. Yikes. That would be a cool movie to watch, This is Spinal Tap. Yeah, man, we could probably do that on D-Live and get away with it. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, I love that movie because it's like if you've been in a band, it makes it's like painful to watch because some of it's so true, and then the whole Yoko Ono phenomenon thing that happens, and it's funny as shit. We hear no Johnny. God damn it! It's because I got him muted, motherfucker.
That's okay.
Yeah, Johnny's been
it's
talking.
probably better that way.
Yeah, it's like I even sound crazier than I was. So, yeah, that's right. That's right. We'll hold on to this thing. That's right. So Uzi's not here. Uzi's at work. God bless her.
I have to tell you, the music you play before every show is just perfect every fucking time.
Yeah, you like it, man?
Every single day. I tune in. I don't tune in for the pre-shows on anybody else but your show every fucking time. Because the music every day, it's just perfect for that day. And I don't know how you do it.
I love power pop too. I'm in a power pop mood right now, so you're probably going to hear more power pop. That band, that guy, that singer and guitar player, was a dude named Tim, and he's fucking ridiculously talented. He was in a band. All right. So back in the day, when I was in a band, there were all these little bands, right? And we were like families. We were incestuous. We trade members and shit. Right? But those were the guys. This dude was in. That band was the one that we all expected. Like, yeah, they're going to be the ones that make it because they just were like that step above. And they got famous as for a little while under the name Carnival Season, and then they had to break up. And then this guy went solo, and did this thing called the Shame Idols, which is both of those albums are just really good. Every song on them is good. It's like power pop from beginning to end. And he's got a really good ear for pop music, because it's really hard to lay. It's like Cheap Trick, right? It's hard to lay that groove right down in between pop and hard rock, right? To make it chunky enough where you want to bang your head to it, and poppy enough, to where it's got a hook to it. Makes you want to move. Dig it.
I actually like Cheap Trick.
I do too. And that's what I'm saying.
I'm afraid to admit that. Well, back in the 80s, you couldn't admit that.
Dude, I've seen them 3 times. They're fucking ridiculous. I saw them open for STP. Man.
Really?
Yeah, and that was one of the shows when Waylon was clean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was probably overall, Uzi will tell you this, is probably the overall best concert we've gone to married. Just from beginning to end. Coming Cheap Trick, they came out, nobody was there. We went up, we were like maybe row 5, and just sitting there, just watching them in the amphitheater, right? So we're elevated a little bit, and and they just played everything that was good, right? It had a good solid 45-minute set, and then did 2 encores in them, and then everybody started filling in towards the end. So, and that was the Purple tour for at Stone Temple Pilots. So man, it was a great opening because it was this. The stage opens up, and you think it's the band because they start playing this song called Meat Plow, but it sounds out of tune and they sound really bad. And it's the Roadies. And it was like a fake out they pulled on us. It was man, in that show, Waylon was just like, he reminded me of David Bowie. Like, the way he was moving around and shit, man, his vocals were perfect.
Yeah, I didn't get into Bowie until the 90s. When I started hearing his 60s and 70s stuff.
Yeah.
In the 80s, because we had him in the 80s, and he had changed personas again. Yeah. So that was what I recognized. And then a friend introduced me to old Bowie. I can't think of the name off the top of my head that he went under, but... Yeah,
the original Ziggy, the Ziggy persona, and then there's the pre-Thin White Duke, but it's still like a blues oriented kind of a R&B kind of a groove, the Diamond Dogs album, and then he does this thing called the Thin White Duke, which is gets kind of, and then that phases into the Heroes, which is a fantastic album, and Scary Monsters. All those albums right in there are like fucking intense because he's working with this dude named Robert Fripp on guitar, and it's just, oh my God. The guys are great. That Scary Monsters, that guitar on that thing.
They're saying I'm too loud.
Are you too loud, John?
That's what they're saying, man.
They're saying you're too loud. John,
yeah.
Too loud. Well, if my fucking voice beater on my OBS, my slabs worked, I would fucking know that, right? All right, how's that, y'all?
Hey man, I just use StreamYards. That's it. So the fact that y'all stream with all these different programs, hell, Mr. Moot just got what is it, SoundPad?
Mm-hmm.
And me being the boomer I am, he's afraid to teach it to me.
Well, you
It's
know,
like,
it's
God,
like I don't know, man, but yeah, it's like I love using the thing because it's just that and everybody is like you're using it too much. Stop it. And so I'll go through these phases where I won't use it for a while, and then something will happen, and I'll get something, So some voice thing. We'll see what we got. What's the newest one? Can't remember what. He's booting up. It's part of the Steam client.
yeah.
And
Yeah, he did get me on Steam so we could play Fall Guys with Becca. And goddamn, I hate that game.
yeah. All right. So what is that like? To describe it to me.
It's your little jelly bean. And my neighbors must think I'm insane because I'm yelling at a jelly bean that's getting blocked by a hot dog and getting pulled by a furry. And I'm screaming at all of them. Get the fuck out of my way. Got all my windows open and I'm thinking, yeah, the neighbor's going to have me committed. You basically are this little jelly bean and you're running through an obstacle course. That's it.
Okay.
You just run through an obstacle course or, you play soccer. And I don't understand why it's so popular. Really, I don't get it. But Becca likes it.
Yeah.
So I'll play with her. And Moo, of course, Moo likes it too. So I'm there. And Moo, I'll have to have Moo send you the clip that he got of Becca.
Okay.
Screaming, "Oh no, it touched her no square." Did you see our show where we tortured her with the snakes?
No.
Oh my God. We kept getting, people kept DMing us videos of snakes. Like a snake coming up through the toilet. Snake standing up in the shower. And we sat there and tortured her through the whole show. And then at the very end, have you seen Porky's?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where Mrs. Ballbricker is sitting on the toilet and they send the snake up through the plumbing?
Yep. Yeah.
Ended the show with that and Becca just lost it. It sounded like she was racing away from the computer as the snake came up through the toilet and she's screaming at the same time. Moo clipped it. I'll have to have him send it to you because holy hell. And I feel guilty because apparently she was really crying.
Oh, wow.
But it was still the funniest fucking thing I have ever seen and ever heard. And she continued for the rest of the night. "You're dead to me, Johnny. You're fucking dead to me. You're dead."
Put that dick down now!
Yeah, see? So.
Get the fuck back!
Sorry, Becca. I had to tell the story. Because it was damn funny. Oh my God.
Yeah. I like y'all's chemistry. Y'all have good chemistry. It's a good laid back show, man.
Yeah, we're trying not to go so serious, but with the news lately,
Yeah, it's
God
hard, man.
damn,
It's hard not to
especially
get
the
dark.
riots.
Yeah.
The riots are just. Becca was going to sleep watching the riots. I was going to sleep watching the riots. And I just wake up pissed off because I'm sick and tired of watching our cities burn. But today, I don't know if you've been on Twitter today. One of the Antifa guys caught himself on fire.
Yeah, I saw that shit, man. and just memes are just, I mean, my God, they're just unending. For God's, it's amazing, man. Fuck, jeez, man. It's like, and we've, I don't know, we've done videos of guys like, because there's a couple of fucking geniuses out there that decide to play with fire, and they really should have to use plastic forks and shit to eat maybe sporks because they're fucking so goddamn stupid. But yeah, man, and that dude, he said his all right. So this reminds me of something that did happen when that did happen as opposed to it didn't happen. Like I was in 9th grade, right, and me and this dude had smoked. I'm sure it was just garbage, but we're sure we were high off of it, right? And so right, and so Clay gets the idea. He goes, "Hey man, let's because because he had seen, you know, people back then. See, that's when hippies were doing shit like, you know, making peace signs out of gasoline and setting them on fire, you know, in the street and stuff. Just being dumbass kids. And so he decides, oh, let's pour it out here and set it on fire. And then we're like, yeah, man, let's do it. And so it's on fire. I would say it's about, I don't know, 3.5 feet high. And he goes, let's run through it. And I said, fuck that. So
let's run through it.
He runs through it, right, and then slips because he's got gasoline on his shoe that, you know, was right. And he slips on his ass and falls down and skids into the yard, right, with his feet on fire. So yeah, you just made me think of that, man. That was crazy. But yeah,
that reminds me of a story about my friend. We were sitting, me and my 3 buddies were working on our cars, and we had that one friend that would come over and he'd just kind of meander around, wouldn't really do any work, but he kind of looked like he's doing work. So we're working on my friend's 55 Chevy, and we're both in, you know, the engine compartment, and buddy walks up and he goes, dude, you got a lighter? Sorry, dude, I ain't got a lighter. So he's sitting there, he's trying to do matches. Well, it's windy, so the matches keep blowing out. So we got our head back in the engine compartment. All of a sudden we hear this boom. We like jumped back. We're like, what the fuck was that? And we look over, and my friend, his hair's on fire, or his hair is smoldering. He's lost his eyebrows. He got no eyelashes. The dumb motherfucker had stuck his head in a trash can full of gas rags to light his cigarette. We laughed for 3 hours.
I bet.
Because, and he was blonde, so he's fair skinned. And looking at him, it was hilarious. No eyebrows. And the front, because we did the Elvis Pompadour thing, the whole front with the Aquanet super hold. So he lost about 6 inches off the top of his head.
Oh.
And his ex-girlfriend walked out and looked at him and just fell on the floor. She was laughing so hard. But she goes, Kevin, you had the most beautiful eyelashes gone.
Oh, say hi to God. Back on the good one. God, the good one, the good God. He's in the chat.
Who's the good God? Oh, wow.
He's this British dude, man, that is funny as shit. I do catch your streams quite often, man. You're funny. I dig it, man. It's one of those people you just run into out there in the interwebs.
Never seen him, but we'll have to check him out.
Hey, man, it's like the universe, man. It's just that.
Well, you and Beck have introduced me to some great people and some great creators, man.
Yeah, there's some cool people out there.
That's why I love your Sunday show, because you're introducing me people I've never heard of before. A couple I have here and there, but you've introduced us to some really cool people, and I just love the way how mellow it is.
Thanks,
it's
man.
A beautiful show, man.
I try to keep it. Yeah, I try to keep it chilled out and just kind of fun and funny. And next week, man. So I guess I'll start promoting this right now. Next week is Lady Monkey.
Right on.
The wife of the one and only Ranting Monkey, the true power in that power duo there.
Yeah, it is.
We know, dude. Hey, look, I'm guilty of it too. Yes, behind every successful man, there's a woman with a knife or something. All right, this is my favorite Joe Rogan quote.
Dude, we should all aspire to be Keanu Reeves.
We should all aspire to be Keanu Reeves.
No, man, because I grew up with Keanu Reeves being, was it Bill and Ted?
Yeah, man. Then it was Johnny Utah. He's been in some good movies, man.
Yeah, Bill and Ted. That's so turned
Johnny
me up.
Mnemonic,
But yeah, you're not
that was
wrong.
a good movie. That was it.
Never seen it.
Some good sci-fi there, man.
I've never seen John Wick either. I keep hearing that is one of the greatest flicks, but
Fuck
I've never
yeah.
seen it.
Oh, dude.
And that's one of those movies I refuse to watch on cable because I don't want it all cut up.
You know what? All right, so there's a movie with a similar theme to it, but not many people have heard of it. And if you can, man, I bet it's out there for free for you to watch. It's called, oh shit. Of course I'm gonna forget it. It's got Guy Pearce in it. And I'll look it up. It just dropped out of my head. I actually had the real thing. Yeah, it's Guy Pearce. And the guy who wrote the movie, it's the guy that did, oh Lord, I'm just losing these words now. You know what I'm saying? You know, the guy, he was in the movie that's like, yeah.
Oh, now we're both lost. Chad, help us out, man. Come on.
No, this is the wrong Guy Pearce. How in the hell does he spell his name? It's like there's only one. Come on. Maybe it's P-E-A-R. Well, sure is Memento, right? It's the guy that did Memento, did this movie, and it's called ba-boom-boom. Where is it? Because it's such a good movie, man. The Rover. That's it.
The Rover.
Yeah. And it's also got Robert Pattinson, right? Who like blew me away. You know, I was used to, you know, I was refusing to watch any of the Twilight films because they were just so fucking stupid. Right? All right, pretty kids and love vampires, get it. All right, get it.
Yeah.
Werewolves then,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, part 2. All right, we get it. We fucking get it. You know, it's not like they could like be creative, like magicians. That was a great series. But it was, you know, but that was a team.
My wife tried to get me into the Twilight series. It's like,
Yeah,
nope,
man.
no.
It's kind of cool. But yeah, you have to stay engaged. That's the big deal. It's like it's only worth it if you make the investment, right? And so then you realize, you know, I've only got so much time in the day, but what am I going to invest shit in? So that's why I'm changing the Hot Take show, and I'm going to start calling it, I think, Horrible Takes. And it's only going to be shit from the past. And it's either going to be really, really bad, it's fun, or it's going to be good. And you can bet money on it being good. All right. Because I don't know, there's so much shit out now. I just can't dig through the pile, because I mean, for every gold nugget you find, there's like 15 pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You got to dig through, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like series, all these different series, man. And the ones that are really good are like from Scandinavian shit.
Well, yeah. My favorite show is being done by the BBC.
Yeah.
Killing Eve. That's the only show I will watch.
Dude, I haven't watched that yet. Yeah, man, I keep hearing that they keep telling me about that.
Yeah, because they come up with new and inventive ways of killing people in each show. I mean, it's kind of a mind fuck at the same time. So I dig that. But again, yeah, that's from Europe. It's like, come on, man. Hollywood is right down the street from me. Can't you motherfuckers come up with at least one good show?
Right.
God damn.
I know.
And I gave up on network television, 2 decades ago.
I bet. Man, network.
And it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard now with, you got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got all these different studios doing all different stuff. And it's just like you said, it's hard to find that needle in the haystack.
Right.
I leave it up to my kids and my wife to tell me what's good.
Well, that way, you know, it's like I figure, man, because I've gone through so much stuff, you know, just because I'm an old motherfucker. I can, you know, I know that there's good stuff, you know, in the woodshed. I know where it is. I know, you know, what not to watch and what to watch. You know, there's this great movie called Subspecies that came out on the Full Moon label. And it's this vampire story about these Romanian vampires, and it's kooky, it's weird, it's stupid, but it's entertaining as fuck. You know, it came around like not long after, you know, we had like Commando and Predator and, you know, Reanimator and fucking From Beyond. All those, you know, all these movies kind of had this weird kind of a similar feeling to it. And that was definitely one of them.
Yeah, right on.
All right, we saved the thumbnail. This is an official whipped cream now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're aboard the Whipped Cream Express, soaring at 750,000 feet. That's right, don't look down. Make you feel woozy. Right?
Good thing Moo's not here. He's afraid of heights. Which is funny, because we live on a mountain.
Oh, really? That's cool,
yeah.
man.
We're at 6,500 feet.
Yeah. I mean, you're seriously playing with the idea of going to some mountains. If you get my drift, there is a bug scenario.
Yeah.
And what I mean by bug is bug out, not
yeah,
not any of that, you know, that right wing, outright Nazi talk. None of that.
Yeah. No, I love the mountains because it's still sane. We're not the politics, you know. Well, I was telling, this like I was telling Becca, 75% of the yards that voted for Hillary that had signs in their yards now have Trump signs. Yeah. You can walk down the street and disagree with your neighbor and they don't hate you. You can go to the grocery store and not get screamed at for wearing, Mr. Moo wears a MAGA hat to the grocery store and he actually gets complimented on it. So you're still allowed to agree and disagree and get along. It's beautiful, but we drive down the mountain, shit, that's all out the window.
Yeah, man. It's like I don't know. Back in the day, it's like back, and I stress the importance of this to people. It's like when we get back to this, to normalcy, we can find it. And politics is nobody's fucking business. Okay? Right? It's my politics is none of your business. We can talk about shit, you know, that's politically based, and you can kind of guess what it is, but it's still it's nobody's business what I do or who I vote for, right? And my parents always told me that. It's like, well, Mom, who are you gonna vote for? It's none of your business. I'm like, I'm your son, and you're not gonna tell me? She's like,
yeah, that's the way both my parents were too.
Yeah, man.
Come on, Dad, who'd you vote for? Well, you campaigned for Reagan. You must have voted for Reagan. Hey, my vote's mine. I was like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I have never understood the last 10, 12 years why politics all of a sudden became the hill to die on. It just doesn't make sense to me. How divided we are right now, I have never seen in my life. And I'm not as experienced in age as you are. I'm not going to say we're old. We're just experienced, man. We're not old. That's right.
I'm turning 50 this month, and I'm actually looking forward to it.
That's right.
So, but I've never experienced anything like this where people will cut off contact with family and friends because they support a certain candidate or a certain party. Never seen anything like this.
Octogenarianism.
Thank you.
Tom of Loxley, man, I gotta say some shit. This dude is in the chat. Just man, he's lighting up my chat here. Talking about Naked Lunch. David Cronenberg is a fantastic director. I was just I was quoting Videodrome like 20 minutes before I started going on this thing. Okay? You know, one day we all have names designed to cause the cathode ray tube to resonate, and in a way, he was right. So, Professor Brian Oblivion.
Yeah, sorry, Tom. That's one show on the BBC that's good, man.
Naked Lunch, man. That's Dead Ringers is a fucking classic. And you know, and that's one of those. There's Functional. Damn Functional. How long you been there, dude? Ma'am? I don't know. Talk to me, Functional. Nurse, get the paddles. Functional. I don't know, man. Why did it put your? Because it didn't seem like you had your. It wasn't giving you a muted microphone when you were in the green room. Let me put you back in there. Okay, I guess it was. That's fun to be able to do that.
I heard something.
Hello.
Ah, there you are.
It's making me mandatorily use push to talk, so I just had to set up a button. What's up, boys?
Up. Hey, man, what's happening?
Hey, Functional. Nice to meet you. Well,
Nice to meet you, Johnny. Seen you around.
yeah, seen you in many.
Johnny gets around.
Yes, I do.
Man comes around. Oh, always lost on nothing else. What's up? Politics is a business. They don't care about their self-interest. They don't care more. They care more about their self-interest than they care about us. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like Frank Zappa says, they just takes care of number one. And number one ain't you. You ain't even number two. I love Frank Zappa, for God's sakes, man. You Are What You is the greatest album. It tells you all about life right now. It was like Frank Zappa is like Nostradamus, a jazz version of Nostradamus that died way too early. I remember the day Frank Zappa died.
Okay, that is before my time.
That's way before my time. But yeah, like I had a whole bunch of his shit on vinyl when I was a kid. It was, it opened up so many doors to like Mike Patton, Prince.
Did you ever listen to any Captain Beefheart?
The name sounds familiar.
Dude, that dude is just crazy. He went like the weird way, right? So Zappa took it and jazzed it up, and then he went through this phase where he was doing all these different kind of modern, current styles, just to show you he could do this shit, right? With his eyes closed. Yeah, You Are What You is. Tend to miss the BBC these days. Well, Tom, it's that's what I like about. I love streaming. I love the Roku because I can find like a BBC app and watch what I want to.
Yeah, we had a friend teach us how to hack the Fire Stick, so we have access to quite a few things. Yeah.
I just do it all through my PC. Same, principle.
Yeah, Jeff
Get
Bezos.
some of that international TV going. Have you guys seen The Boys yet?
Oh God, yes, man.
Season 2. Oh my God. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's so few shows that are that good that I'm just like, oh my God. I have not lost all hope for TV just yet.
The Boat and the Whale, man. That was just like, it's classic shit.
Yeah, you saw it coming, but you know the deep is just that much of that show is just too much.
Yeah, it's really well written. Well, it's Garth Ennis, man, or Ennis, depending on who you are and how you say it. The guy that did, let's see, he did Preacher.
Preacher was a half decent show. I only read the first few issues of the comic. Was kind of into it, but had other things to do. And so when the show came around, I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. Not the best.
All right, you remember the Keanu Reeves, John Constantine movie where he had lung cancer?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote that too.
Yep.
And there's a couple other things that are being developed that he's done. So he's an Irish writer. Fantastic.
Yeah, and he's really good at writing things that can be easily translated to screen.
He knows
so
people,
a good director can just pick it up and run with it.
Yes.
And it's quite the opposite of DB Weiss and Damon Lindelof, the guys who did Game of Thrones, they can't do anything original to save their ass. But if they're given good source material, like from J.R.R. Martin, you saw what Game of Thrones was before they had nothing to work with. It was fucking fantastic.
It was. It was.
So that's why you got to get people like them on board with like the Garth Ennises of the world who can write stuff really well and then write stuff really well for screen. Oh.
Right. And see, and I got a feeling that the boys, the way that they're doing it, it's going to end as well as it began. Right? It's not going to just fall off at the end like most of the shit you see on Netflix and Amazon, man. I swear to God, if I had a nickel for every series, it's like, you know, you're over the hump. You've got like 3 or 4 more episodes to go. You know something killer is going to happen, and then you finish it out, and it's like, it never happened. It's like, what? Where'd it go?
Yeah.
You know, all that time gone. All that precious fucking time. Come back. Oh man.
And I know you're a Trek fan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you must have seen the Orville.
Oh God, I loved it, man.
And I mean, yes, he's got a crew, but that's a one-man project right there, and he's got the goods.
That's a love letter.
He's got the goods.
Oh dude, I love that show.
It's so good.
And the Rob Lowe thing, like the episode when he catches them in bed together and like the blue shit comes out of him, it is so funny. Oh my God, that's really a well written. If you love Star Trek, and you've seen any of the stuff that's trying to be passed off as Star Trek recently, just forget about it. Fuck CBS. All that shit is gone. Picard is not going to have a second season. What I'm hearing now, according to the Doom.
I thought they were.
Well, it's like it's starting to
whatever. It's
fall
all trash anyway.
Exactly.
My favorite episodes were both involved the Mocklins. The one where they have the kid that's a girl, and of course they're a species of all males. Harkening back to the Star Trek Next Generation days. And then there was the one where they found the time capsule and Bortus picks up smoking.
Yeah, that was funny as shit.
Oh my God.
You know, and that's Chad Coleman, man, the guy from The Wire and fucking played Tyrese in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad Coleman.
Coleman's. Oh my God! I didn't even know it was him under the makeup until I saw the credit.
I know, it's funny as shit.
I was like, "What? Oh my God, he's so awesome!"
Holy shit, Bunny's joined us.
Appeared.
Come and sit in my lap, honey. We'll talk about the first thing that pops up.
How does
naughty boy. He's just horrible.
How does Uzi feel about this? And I don't think Sullivan would appreciate it much either.
I'm feeling funny down there today. I don't know, man. Fuck it, I'm joining you, IRATE. Thank you for coming in. Sorry I said something horrible and sexist to you.
Oh, I had something for this.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, now I want to play GTA.
Well, I whipped this out.
That wasn't GTA, sweet.
I know, but I want to play GTA now.
Oh, you want to pick up a prostitute?
Of course. What else is there?
They're expensive at GTA.
Come on, man.
That's why you kill them afterwards.
You don't have to pay.
Was that a Biden I heard?
It was.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on,
Corn
man.
Pop was a bad dude. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
You're gonna make me leave again.
I do like sucking dick.
Was that Mr. Medicare?
Yeah, it was Medicare. Man. I love it when I catch shit like that.
Yeah.
The Keanu Reeves is so random but it's so Joe Rogan.
Dude, we should all aspire to be Keanu Reeves.
What the fuck? Every time I hear it, it cracks me up. He's funny. Joe Rogan, man, he's he may be one of the few people on earth that have done more chemicals than I have. So there's that.
I don't know if that's a good thing, though.
I don't know if I can make the same claim, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Well, all right, so here's the deal, though. I haven't had my head bashed. Well, I did as a kid, but not like he has, though. Yeah.
No. In his fighting days, yeah, he's had his face punched in more than once.
That's right. He's had that brain rattle a little bit. Maybe popped a couple wrinkles out of it. I like using that metaphor. Wrinkle brain. I got the wrinkle brain, man. I'm smart. Anyway. It's the top of the hour.
Top of the hour to y'all, laddie.
Top of the hour to y'all. I'm thinking about just going ahead and can it at this point and call it a show. And I left a DM for our man, the right wing BDSM guy, and we'll get him back in the studio. It's, you know what, y'all, I've needed today. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes doing the grind and doing the same thing every week is you know, is limiting. You know, because there's certain plans I can't make because, you know. And the reason I do that is because today, you know, is when Uzi works. So, but there, you know, there's family stuff going on that, you know, I miss a lot. So it's okay. But sometimes I do need a break. So with that, on that, everybody's like, "Fuck it." It's all right. Let's go ahead and chill out if you want to. Johnny Bonsaco.
We're doing No Opinion with Becca and Moo at, let's see, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern tonight.
Killer. Bunny. Lovely.
I don't have anything to show. You know this.
Yeah. Functional. How about you, man?
Not doing anything personally these days, trying to get back into it, but you can find me on Minions of the Zoo every Saturday with Harry, Prospero, Skeptalk, and other various minions. That's 11:30 Eastern.
Killer. So, yeah, and like I said, tomorrow Becca and I will be finishing out the Yuri Bezmenov. And we may.
Oh, and that's been great. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah. That's been great.
Oh, killer. Well, good.
Yeah.
It's like it's important shit, right?
It's scary, the parallels between Yuri and my father, Yuri, who went through a lot of the same stuff he did, but whereas Yuri became more open about his experiences, my father sort of retreated and became very Americanized.
Yeah. So you're of Russian extract?
My father is, yeah.
Oh, killer, man.
He's half Arab, half Russian, and my mom's a caker.
Yeah, I'm down with Russians. If you watch the Creem stream, you know that.
I love me some cheeky bricky.
Yeah, or Russian dash cam is what I love.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite segments to put together. Because man, I mean, for God's sakes,
I picture you just sitting there watching this clip, going, "What? Okay, I have to watch that again," and just like looping it over and over. It's just incredible. Like, oh my god,
it's amazing. Because you really realize how big this fucking planet is, how many people are on it, right? So there's all these, everybody's like on cams and stuff. This will be the first, you know, if you think about it, people that are kind of growing up right now, the people that are doing the stupid shit at night, right? It's like they're all comfortable having the camera on them all the time.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, can you imagine? They're so stupid. I'm just saying.
Somebody points a phone at me and I'm already like my brain immediately goes, I hope motherfucker's not recording me. What the hell?
Right.
Yeah, get out of my
face. The same way.
I don't think that these kids understand that this will come back and bite them in the ass when they go for jobs in about 10 years.
You know it will, dude. That record.
There won't be any jobs here in 10 years because it'll all be online bullshit streamers and gamers and plenty of fans or OnlyFans or whatever the hell it's called.
Well, these
I'm
streamers
starting
are
my
up in Portland.
OnlyFans next week. You know, so that's
Everyone's just doing porn on OnlyFans.
It is. Yeah.
That's the only job left.
You can buy a flashlight in my
Or
butthole
ASMR.
for $400.
When are we going to get some irate ASMR up in this bit?
Yeah, we need that. Okay, no whispering.
No whispering. You just want the low.
That.
Pretty stuff. Okay, do that. And on that note, folks, let's say goodbye, and we'll wrap this up. Ready?
Have a great day, everyone.
Not all.
Shut up, Wesley.